All right, we're on. We're recording. I'm super excited. I see a lot of names on here that I recognize and some that I haven't seen in a while, so I'm excited to have you guys on. I actually, I called out of my job today because this morning I wasn't feeling good, like, at all. I'm still not feeling amazing, but on top of not feeling good, all of these announcements kept coming out, and all I could think about was my business. And I was like, I have to talk to my team today. Like, I need to rest and I need to talk to my team. So I'm excited to be on the Zoom with you. Hopefully nobody from my boss people. I don't think any of them are like on our team yet. But I'm really excited. It's October 1st, the first of the month. Always makes me super hyped up because I feel like it's just such a fresh start. And I mean, a Mark just keeps announcing like thing after thing after thing. That's so awesome. And I'm like, yay, I feel super like charged. So before we get into how to plan out your month to give yourself a pay raise, I want to first give some recognition and shout out a couple people. One of those people is Danielle Clark. I think it is so awesome that you made it a point to get to boot camp. Danielle has 2 small children, you guys. She also has a husband, and she had to figure out, who's going to watch her kids? Is her husband going to come with her? Is she going to get a ride? Is she going to do this? It wasn't like, oh, I'm just going to go, and then she didn't have to figure anything out. So Danielle, I think it's awesome that you made it a point to get to the boot camp in Nashville, and I know that you're glad that you went, and it was so awesome to meet you in person instead of just on Facebook. Cassie, she just got started with our team. She's doing phenomenal, and I wanted to shout you out because you're having not 1 but 2 launch parties, and we preach all day long about how important it is to launch your business in person with a launch party, and you're just doing such a great job. I love your enthusiasm, and I'm really excited to come to your launch party. I'm hoping to bring a couple guests of my own. I know Candy will be there as well, so just wanted to shout you out. And then Nicole Quintero, I have noticed you posting about your products and really being a product of the product, and living in Hawaii, not being super close to anybody there. It can be a challenge. And so, Nicole, you're doing a great job. I love your product posts in the page, and I love to see on your personal Facebook page your funny posts about using the things that we have to offer. So great job, girls. I'm really proud of you. And I'm glad to have you guys as a part of our team. Just some housekeeping things before we get started. There is a chat function in the very bottom of your screen. You can use that at any time to communicate with each other or with me or, whatever. Please chat there. I have that open, so I will be checking that in case you guys are asking questions. Also, make sure that you are muted unless, of course, you're speaking to us, just so we can keep any background noise out. If you do have a question, there is, I believe, if somebody can help me, I'm not sure how you go about like raising your hand. Like on your screen, there might be an option that says like raise hand or ask question or something like that. If you do that, then a little hand will appear in your box, and I will know that you have a question or you want to say something. Okay, so on the small dots, okay, I see. The 3 dots beside your chat function. Perfect. So that's all the housekeeping. I want to kind of help you guys get organized for the month. So if you do not have something to write with or something to write on, take 10 seconds and grab that. It's kind of overwhelming sometimes when you don't know exactly what's going on for the month. So in the same way that at regular jobs, I get out of breath really easy, you guys. So forgive me if every a few minutes I have to take a really deep breath or I sound really winded. It's the pregnancy. So just like in a normal job or in a normal regular job, they'll do briefings or updates or company-wide emails, or if you're in the service industry, we do pre-shift. Got it, Ehu. Ehu says, P.S. I'm still in church. Please do not call on me. Okay, I won't. So they kind of give an overview. So that's what I want to do with you, because I want you guys to know what's available right now, what's going on with our business, because really this is our business. So I wrote it down so that I will not forget, and I can refer back to it during the month. Because, you know, like I read it and then I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then I just assume I'll remember, but I don't. Don't trust your memory, by the way. Like, even when you're thinking of people who should go on your hundreds list or someone you want to reach out to about the wrap, don't assume that you're going to remember their name 3 hours from now. So anytime stuff like that pops into your mind, write it down. So we'll start off by what's happening for this entire month. So from October 1st to October 31st. They have a point system contest going on. Really, it's not a contest though, because everybody who participates wins. So this is what it is. I'm going to tell you what the prizes are, and then I'll break down how you earn your points. For every 5 points you earn, you get $100 added to your check at the end of the month, okay? For every 1 point you earn, you get a Jeep entry. For you guys that are new, you might not know, It Works is giving away like the most awesome Jeep ever. It's super ridiculously like cool looking. It's green and black, and it like, I want to win it really bad. It's on my dream board. So 5 points, you get $100. 1 point, you get a Jeep entry. So let's break down the points and how do you earn them. 1 point. If you want to earn 1 point, you need to enroll a qualified loyal customer. And qualified loyal customer just means that their BV is 25 or above, okay? I think pretty much everything in our catalog, with the exception of the essential oils, is 25 points and above, okay? So that's how you earn 1 point. Enroll a loyal customer. I feel like that's a given. Like everybody's going to have at least one Jeep entry and 1 point by the end of this month, or else there's something seriously wrong. To earn 2 points at a time, you enroll a new distributor, and that new distributor needs to either have their auto ship set up or reach 150 in personal business volume in their first 30 days. Okay? Everybody, if you get confused about something, then just use your chat function so I can check and make sure to answer your questions. To earn 4 points at a time, one of your personally enrolled distributors goes Ruby for the very first time. Now, this person does not have to have enrolled October 1st through October 31st. They could have enrolled any time, but they are going Ruby for the first time between October 1st and October 31st. That's going to give you 4 points at once. To get 5 points at once, you enroll a new distributor. So this person has to be enrolled between October 1st or October 31st, okay? So you're enrolling a new distributor who enrolls and maintains 4 active qualified loyal customers in their 30 days, their first 30 days. What does that mean? You enroll a distributor who sets up their auto ship, right? That distributor enrolls 4 loyal customers who are qualified, meaning they spent, or what they bought was worth 25 or more BV. And they keep those for the 30 days. In other words, not one of them doesn't like upgrade to a distributor or something like that. They need to have 4 qualified loyal customers in their first 30 days. That's going to give you 5 points all at once. Does that make sense to everybody? Everybody's got written down somewhere or printed out somewhere how to earn your points. Okay. I'm super excited. I'm like trying to earn 3 points today. Like that's my goal. Before I go to bed today, I want to earn 3 points, whether I'm enrolling a distributor and a customer, or I'm enrolling 2 distributors, which should give me 4 points, or I'm enrolling 3 loyal customers. It doesn't matter. Before the end of the day, I want 3 points. Okay. So that's one thing that's going on right now from October 1st to October 31st. Another thing we have going until October 6th is the $500 shopping spree. So you enroll a new distributor. That person gathers 4 qualified loyal customers. That person gets a $500 shopping spree. Okay, that is so awesome. I wish that I could like re-sign up to get that $500 shopping spree. The next thing we have going on is the Ruby box. If you go Ruby for the very first time, in the month of October, you'll get the Ruby box. And if you keep an eye on Pam's page or Cammie's page, you saw that they went over what's inside the Ruby box. It's really awesome, and it comes in like an awesome box. So it's going to be exciting. You can use that as a tool for your social media, like an unboxing of your Ruby box. And then last but not least, conference tickets are going on sale October 16th. Okay. For 99 hours, they will be on sale at the early bird price. The regular price is $329. The early bird price is $229. So on October 16th, we have 99 hours to take advantage of that $100 off. But we are also getting some additional incentives to get our early bird ticket. Not only are we getting the $100 off, we're getting 5 wrap rewards. That's insane. This is the first time they've ever done 5 wrap rewards. Normally it's 3. So a wrap reward, just for a quick review, is a box of 4 wraps for $25. So you can either wrap yourself with all 4 of those wraps, or you can sell them individually for $25 a piece and make a $75 profit off of each box. So I don't know about you, but I'd rather make the $75 profit off of each box and pay for my conference ticket, if that makes sense. So you're getting 5 wrap rewards, $100 off your ticket, plus 25% off every corporate event for the whole year of 2018. That's awesome. Boot camps, mini boot camps, one team, one missions, anything that corporate decides to throw our way, we get 25% off of it for the entire year. We also are getting an exclusive gift mailed to us in January. So a month before conference, we'll be getting an exclusive gift in the mail. Sorry, I'm not tired. It's just, like I said before, my breathing gets off and then I have to yawn. Conference dates are February 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. Okay? 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in Tampa. All right, I think that's all of our announcements. So we have the point system going on. We have the $500 shopping spree until October 6th. And then on October 16th, conference tickets will go on sale for the early bird pricing, and you get all of those things that I just talked about when you get your ticket. It's hard to explain what you get from conference, because it's just such a personal experience. I feel like even though you're there with thousands and thousands of other people, what you experience is so I think unique to each person, but it will change your business and it will change your mindset. There's not been a moment that I've been in this business that I've missed conference. So ever since I signed up, I've been to every conference since. And I would definitely recommend that you make it a priority to request off work or do whatever you need to do to get to conference. It's going to change your business. So let's start talking about what we are going to do to organize ourselves for this month. It's October 1st. I feel like we're here at such the right time with the right company on the right team. I'm really excited about everybody's momentum and kind of fresh spirit to do things in person. And corporate has been really, really hard on us and drilling it into us that we've got to get back to belly to belly. We've got to get person to person. We have got to step out from behind the computer and be in proximity with people. There's power in proximity. And you guys who are out of state and you get together with your teams, there's just no denying that it's more fun. It's more powerful when you're in person with everyone. The Zooms are great. It's nice to see your face. We learn a lot. We get to have time together, but it's not the same as being in person. It's just not. So no matter where you are, start to have in-person events, wrap parties, team trainings, even if it's only 2 of you. There's power between people being together. So corporate has really been focusing on that. And one thing that they ask us to do is to print out our October game plan. As soon as you log into your eSuite, you will see, if you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see a video from Cammie, and right underneath that, it'll say download game plan. That's where you can print this out. I didn't have a printer until I went triple diamond. So if you don't have a printer, please don't use that as an excuse to why you can't have your game plan in front of you at all times. Write it out. I wrote out charts. I mean, geez, the amount of notebook paper that I went through until I got a printer is crazy, but it's worth it. So find some way to have your game plan with you in front of you at all times. I'm going to fold this up and put it in my planner so I can see this all the time. So we're going to go over this game plan together. And it's going to kind of give you a guide on what you can be doing to grow your business. So not only will I have my game plan, but I have a list of tasks that I want to complete every single day. And these are going to vary by person because, you know, what works for my brain might be different for yours. For example, I know Jamie, she does a power hour every evening at 9 p.m. By 9 p.m., I'm ready to go to bed. So that wouldn't be how I work my business. But here's the thing. At some point during the day, I'm devoting at least an hour to my business. So although we do it at different times, it doesn't matter. The goal is the same, and that's focused time on our business. So I'm going to just tell you guys what I'm doing and what a few of us have decided to do together to give you an idea of some income-producing activities for your business this month. And I guarantee you that if you do these daily, there's no way that you will not make money with this business. So our hundreds list is very important. Our hundreds list is how we remind ourselves of people that we need to connect with. So every day, my goal is to add 20 people to my hundreds list, whether that be the lady I met at Publix or the bank teller or the girl who took my payment for my gas that day, or a mom from the neighborhood, or a homeschool mom from Malachi's school. It doesn't matter where these people are coming from. If I meet them, they're going on my hundreds list. And it doesn't mean that I'm going to bombard them with rap messages. It means that I'm going to intentionally interact with them via Facebook or text message, or the next time I go to that gas station, you better believe I'm not paying at the pump. I'm going inside because I want to see if Sarah is there. Okay, so adding 20 people to my hundreds list daily is my goal. I want to check my genealogy report in my eSuite so that I can see my business growing and I can recognize the people that I've enrolled for doing their steps to success. So in order to do that, you will log into your eSuite, you will select the reports section, and then you will select genealogy report. That is going to show you every single thing that has happened in your business. So I like to check mine in the mornings. So when I wake up this morning, I checked my genealogy report and I could see everything that happened yesterday. If I personally enrolled someone who signed up a distributor or a customer, they deserve a message from me saying, hey, you did a really great job. I saw you grew your business. Any tips for me? How did you get that customer? How did you get that distributor? However I can support you, please let me know. So do that for your team as well. Recognition feels good, and it also, it's going to increase the bond that you have with your team. So checking my genealogy report so that I can recognize my team is something I'm doing daily. Another thing that I want to do is make a post in our team page. The more that we are active in there, the more that our new team members are going to be inspired and feel a part of something big. If nobody's participating in the team page, people are watching you. So if you're not participating, you can't expect your new distributors to participate and ask questions and celebrate the success of other team members. You are setting the example. It's hard to be like, go team, if you're not participating. And that's something that I was falling into the trap of as well. I was silently working my business and realizing like, wait, I'm not showing my team what I'm doing. I'm not sharing with them my aha moments. So if you've noticed, all of us have been really focused on at least once a day sharing something, some way that we've grown our business that day, a tip about a product, a blitz tip, something exciting that you have done for your business. That's going to inspire your team. It's going to inspire me because there are days where I wake up and I don't feel like blitzing. but I need to do it anyway. And when you guys share your blitzing stories or your rap stories or your parties, it inspires me and helps me to remember, like, okay, I'm not doing this by myself. My whole team is doing this with me, and we deserve to be an ambassador team. So posting on the team page something that you have done that day to grow your business. Also, an in-person party every week. This is going to be a paradigm shift for some of you because you're so used to doing online parties as kind of a way to get out of doing in-person parties. Or you might say to yourself, well, I'm just not good at inviting, or no one's going to show up, or the number of excuses that we can come up with in our minds, right? Well, I am challenging myself to do an in-person party every single week. If no one shows up, I need to, number one, evaluate how I'm inviting. Did I really do my part on inviting? Did I make it personal? If you need tips on inviting, I am going to take a picture of the inviting section from the GoPro book, and I'm going to post it in our team page for you. So if you feel like inviting is a weak spot for you, please make sure that you pay attention to the team page. I will be posting those today. So an in-person party every week. That should be one of your goals. Going live on your Facebook. Now, we talk about using social media as a tool, and it's an amazing tool. I think it would be crazy to not take advantage of either Instagram stories or Facebook Lives. Facebook Lives, they funnel people to your page in a different way than regular posts do. So your Facebook Live doesn't have to be about your business. It can be about something you love to do. Like I know Jamie, I've seen her post things about plants. I've seen her post things about products. Same with Candy. Candy and I just were exercising the other day. We took a video of it and posted it. So maybe it's something about you. I know Shaniqua, her daughter is so cute, and doing lives with her and her family, and it's going to drive people to you. It's going to allow people to see who you really are aside from just a rap girl, okay? So a live on your Facebook every single day. It doesn't matter what it's about as long as it's something you enjoy. My goal is to blitz 2 people in person every day. This one was tough for me because when I first started, I would literally cry if Kiko told me to blitz someone. Like tears would come out. And I hated it. I did not want to talk to people. I would rather die than blitz someone. And slowly but surely, I've been pushing myself out of my comfort zone. And so now my goal is to blitz 2 people in person, meaning I'm exchanging a blitz card with them. I see some of your questions on the side. As soon as I finish this list, I will address those questions. So 2 blitz cards from me to another human being every single day is my goal. I want to ask 10 people for each, like customer and distributor, 10 and 10, I need to ask them. Meaning, posting on Facebook is not asking. I want to personally ask 10 people, hey, would you ever consider partnering with me in my wrap business? I think you would be great at it. Something super simple. And then I want to ask 10 people, hey, I'm doing a 90-day challenge. I thought about you because you've liked 3 or 4 posts I made about the greens. You'll get my discount for life. Can I sign you up today? So 10 people that you think might be a customer, 10 people that you think might be a distributor. I'm going to ask 10 in each category every single day. Charting. Charting is important for you to have a visual of your business, but it shouldn't take over your vision for your business, if you know what I mean. If you've got people on your chart that aren't working and aren't putting in effort and don't care to respond to you, erase their names. You shouldn't have to beg people to make money, right? They should want to make their own money. If they're not interacting with you, they're ignoring your messages, they're not participating, they're not wrapping people, they're not asking questions, take their name off your chart. For me, I had to do that because every time I looked at my chart and I saw their name, I'd get pissed and I'd be like, why is this person like, why don't they want this? And that's not for me to know. Maybe it's just not their time. So it's okay if you need to erase people off your chart and realize like, okay, it's just not their time. Maybe they'll be ready a month from now. Maybe they'll be ready a year from now. That's okay, but I don't want them as a part of my current business plan if they don't want to be. Rachel Wiggum, I think, is one of my biggest influencers when it comes to that because we did a Zoom together and she said, I do not beg people to work. Like, I just don't. That's on them. They're adults. We're all adults. If we have goals, we should go after them. I shouldn't have to be like, will you please participate? Will you please do this? Will you please do that? So charting should be something that inspires you. If you have no idea what charting is, get with the person who enrolled you and they will explain it to you. It's a very, very simple. It's just kind of like a blueprint on paper for where your business currently is and how close you are to your next promotion. And then the last thing on my list of daily actions is 20 minutes of personal development. Whether that be I'm reading a book for 20 minutes, I'm listening to a podcast for 20 minutes, I'm listening to a Zoom for 20 minutes, something that's going to take me to the next level mentally, spiritually, emotionally. And maybe your personal development is exercise. The company is focusing a lot on being fit, which makes me happy because I feel like when I exercise, I blitz more confidently. And it's because like I know that I'm representing a company that preaches wellness and, health. And if I just ate a whole pizza 4 days in a row and I'm eating McDonald's every day and I'm never exercising, I'm sitting on my couch and behind my computer all day, every day, I don't feel confident when I go out to blitz. But it's so funny because if one day I go for a walk around my neighborhood, I'm like, oh, I already feel skinnier. I already feel like prettier. I already feel healthier, and I'm more likely to blitz. So if you have lazy habits in your personal health, that is going to spill over into your business. It just will. And I'm not saying that to be rude. That's something I had to learn. Kiko and I both gained a lot of weight last year in this business. In January, we decided after reading a couple of personal development books that if we wanted to be millionaires, we needed to have a millionaire work ethic, not just in our business, but in our personal lives and in our health. And we both lost a lot of weight. Kiko lost over 60 pounds. I lost over 30 pounds. And we both feel so much more confident representing the products that we have, speaking to strangers, and just in our overall ability, like we've learned to be disciplined with our work. So I would challenge you guys as our team, make some healthy habits. Go on a walk for 30 minutes a day. Do something that gets you active. It's going to make you happier. Like in Legally Blonde, when she's like, exercise makes people happy, and happy people just don't kill their husbands or something like that. It's true. Exercise really does make you a happier person. So try to do that every single day, even if it's something simple. Candy and I just started. Last week was our first week. We knew that we needed to be together, and we knew we needed to exercise. So every Monday at 9:30, her and I are meeting, and we're doing like a quick hour workout. We're walking around our neighborhood, and there's an Instagram page called Lazy Girl Challenge. We just pick a workout from that, and we do it together. So we're in each other's proximity, right? We're feeding off of each other's energy. We're developing ourselves personally, and then we're doing a few things from our checklist together. So healthy habits, super important. Does anybody have something that they do on a consistent basis that grows their income that doesn't fall into one of these categories, like doesn't fall into asking, or doesn't fall into your hundreds list, or doesn't fall into the category of blitzing, that you want to share with us? If you do, just go ahead and unmute yourself and you can talk. Okay, then we'll move on. So that's my checklist to do every single day. What I'm doing whenever I am inviting people to my weekly in-person party, I'm writing down their name, and then I'm taking notes. Like this past week, I had 2 people respond to me and say, like, Fridays aren't good for me because I have XYZ every Friday morning. So I wrote her name, and then I wrote that little note next to her, so I know, like, oh, if I decide to have a wrap party on a Tuesday, I'm going to invite her again. And then I can say, hey, I know last time you said Fridays didn't work for you. Well, I'm having a wrap party on Tuesday, and I wanted to make sure to include you. So take notes on the responses that people give you for your wrap parties. All right. Moving on to our game plan, there are a lot of ways to have wrap parties in person, and the game plan gives you some ideas on how to do that. Growing my business to Triple Diamond, it was highly attributed to the fact that we did wrap parties every single week. For the first 5 weeks when we started doing these in-person wrap parties, not one person showed up. 5 weeks in a row, no one came. Week number 6, one person came. I didn't know who they were. I was so excited. I was like, this is a stranger, but like they're here, so we're going to go through the party pad. At the end of it all, she says, oh, I'm already a distributor. She takes out her business builder kit, and she's like, so-and-so sent me over here because she couldn't make it, and I was coming for some training. And I'm like, oh, well, that would have been nice to know in the beginning. But next week, guess what? She brought 3 people, and 2 of those people signed up as customers. The next week, we had almost 15 people in our house, and it got to the point where literally we had standing room only in our house, 40 people, 50 people every single week. That is how I got to Triple Diamond. Wrap parties every week, and I didn't stop having them. Even when nobody showed up, we still had them week after week after week. So a couple different ideas for your wrap parties. Sip and sample parties. This is so easy that we have the greens, we have the shake, and now we have the keto coffee. Lots of things for people to sip on and lots of things for people to sample. You keep your parties simple. Your energy is what's going to make the most difference. If you're like, okay, now we're going to sample the defining gel. This is a really great product. It helps with cellulite. Here you go. I'm going to let you try some. Like, people are going to be like, this girl doesn't sound excited at all. But if you've got like a before and after picture saved on your phone and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't wait for you guys to even smell this stuff, and now you get to try it. It's like liquid gold. Like, your excitement is what's going to help people feel like, oh, this stuff must be pretty awesome. So sip and sample parties are an idea. A girls' night in might be another great idea. You can do wow. You can do like a spray of toner on their face. You can let them sample the cleanser, facial. So if they pay $25 for a facial, then they get a free sample of wow and a spritz of toner. Something super simple. For the man dare people, if you've got men on your team that want to have parties, they can have a man dare night with like football. They say football, snacks, and stacks because the man dare packages are called stacks. You can do one-on-ones. I had 2 one-on-ones in the past 3 days. I made $50 in like a matter of 15 minutes. And one of them was at a Starbucks in the bathroom, and the other one was at my house today right after church. One-on-one appointments are awesome, and it's like the easiest money you will ever make, and it gives you an opportunity to sign those people up as customers or distributors. You can also do live parties as a last resort. If nobody shows up to your in-person party, you're going to evaluate how you did on your inviting, right? We want to figure out what can we do better. And second, we don't want to waste that time, right? We already had an hour set aside to do a live party in person. So if nobody shows up, don't waste your time. Go live on Facebook and do your party that way, okay? So we want to maximize our time, not waste our time. So those are a few different ideas for parties. Parties will grow your income. And one of the things that I noticed in this business is that, let's say you have a wrap party and 5 people show up. Let's say for some reason, none of them become a customer that day, but you continue building a relationship with them. You're continually using your social media as your open sign, right? We talked about that on the last Zoom that we did together. Your social media is like your sign saying, yes, I'm open for business. Yes, I'm still wrapping people. And 2 months later, we end up having a BOGO. All of those people who came to your wrap party, they were in person with you, so they got to know you a little bit better. They trust you a little bit more. You can now reach out to them and say, hey, we've got a BOGO going on right now. I know, 2 weeks ago when you were at my wrap party, we had so much fun, but you didn't want to spend $59 on one box of wraps. Now you'll get 8 wraps for the same price. You don't want to pass this up. So having your wrap parties gives you a chance to make money months from now, if not that day. So don't discount the fact that your party is still successful, even if someone doesn't sign up right away, okay? Because it's going to give you an opportunity to make more and more exposures for them. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. Before we move on to the next section, I want to address Cassie's question of what do you do during your power hour? Jamie, would you mind sharing what you do during your power hour?
Sure. So I'm using Vanessa's actually right now that she shared in one of the Zooms. And so we work on an interaction post. We spend time adding new Facebook friends to or Instagram to your network. We work on messaging people just to like be good friends and like wish happy birthday, check in with people, compliment people, stuff like that. So not anything at works related. We do interaction with Facebook friends, just liking and commenting on things. We message potential customers and distributors. And I think that's it I think that's all on the list. I don't have it in front of me right now, but I think that's all of the points. Erica, you're muted.
Thank you. So basically, you're setting aside an hour of your time to focus on those things that are on your list. So for example, Cassie, nap time might be an ideal time for you to do your power hour, or at least maybe 30 minutes of your power hour. Maybe you have to split your power hour into like intervals of 3. But a power hour just means that for an hour's time, at some point during the day, you are focused on only income producing activities, okay? I don't see any other questions other than that. So, all right, perfect. All right, next thing on our list, on our game plan, will be who could have a party for you this month. So right now, even if you don't have your game plan printed out, I want you to write the names of 5 people who could have a wrap party for you this month, who could host one for you. I just added someone to my list who's definitely on my chicken list. She is a fitness instructor, and fitness instructors, I can only say this because I'm also a fitness instructor. We think we know everything when it comes to fitness and skin. So I don't have any idea how this girl is going to react when I ask her to host a party for me, but she's going on my list and I'll let you guys know how it goes. All right. Does everybody have at least 3 people written down? Or I know you're changing a diaper and baby feeding, so you can make a mental note. All right, so my goal is by the end of tomorrow, because if I keep putting it off, I won't do it because I'll let fear get in the way. So by the end of tomorrow, I'm going to ask all 5 of my people if they can host a party for me this month. I will post some wording ideas, and if you guys have wording ideas, like if there's a way that works for you really well, or an idea that you just have that you're like, you know what, I think I'm going to try to say this when I ask this person to host a party for me, would you share it so that way we can all kind of take ideas from each other and we can put together something that really works for us? All right, the next question on your game plan is, who are 5 people you know that need friendships, fun, freedom, and a fit lifestyle? It's not asking you to determine who wants to be a customer or who wants to be a distributor. It's asking you who are 5 people you know that need friendships, fun, freedom, and a fit lifestyle. And it's asking you to write those people down. All right. So hopefully you were able to think of 5 people who could use friendships, fun, freedom, and a fit lifestyle. So what do you think we're going to do with those names? Obviously, we're going to reach out to them. You can reach out and invite them to a wrap party. One thing that Cami said that I really, really loved, and this is something great to use if you do team parties or if you know someone in your area that's having a wrap party or a one team, one mission, you can reach out to a friend. Like, for example, I might say like, hey, Stephanie, a friend of mine is having a get together. We're sampling some of her favorite products from our It Works business, and I really don't want to go alone. Would you come hang out with me for an hour? I thought that was like the perfect way to ask someone to go to an event with you. It doesn't sound threatening. They know they're going to go sample things and learn more about the products. And they also feel like, oh yeah, I'll go hang out with you. So I'm going to be putting that into practice as well. So the next question on your game plan is, I am going to get my 2018 conference ticket, and I plan to have blank number of people from my team come with me. So I want you to think about this. Number one, are you going to make the investment to get to conference? You need to make a decision about that because pretty soon the tickets are going to go on sale. So decide if you're going to go or not. My biased opinion would be you'd be crazy if you don't go. But then you need to set a goal. How many people are you going to bring with you? How many people on your team are you going to take with you? If you're brand new, then that number might be, I want to bring 30 people with me because from here until February, I want to have 30 people on my team who are excited about their business, right? So think about that number, and then we'll share those numbers with each other at a later date. The next page is kind of something for you to personally fill out. It talks about how many points you plan to earn in the month of October. So it's having you set some goals. It's talking about winning the day. So celebrating something that you did during the day that grew your business or grew you as a person. If you stepped outside of your comfort zone in bliss, that's something to celebrate. He talks about how many times will you deliver the It Works story with the party pad. So like my goal every single week is to deliver the It Works story or go through the party pad with at least 2 people every single week. It asks you to set a goal for how many wrap parties you're going to have. It asks you to set a goal for how many people you're going to connect with on your hundreds list. It asks you to set a goal for how many Blitz cards you're going to hand out each week. And it has you circle a number. How many people are you going to teach to go Ruby? If you don't know what Ruby is, it's the second promotion in our company. On average, Rubies make between $300 and $500 in just commissions alone. That's not including fast start bonuses. That's not including the $100 bonuses that you get when you get your 5 points in the entry. So I don't know about you, but $500 a month is helpful. I definitely wouldn't say no to that. So make sure that you print this game plan out. So let's go back to what the Zoom is initially about, and that is how to give yourself a pay raise this month, how to organize yourself. I can guarantee you that you will give yourself a pay raise if you follow this game plan. If daily you are taking action, you are blitzing, you are setting wrap appointments, you are talking to your team, you are celebrating your team's successes, you will make yourself more money. It's just going to happen. The law of attraction, I believe, is very strong in that area. Jess wanted to ask a question about a potential distributor. Sure, go ahead, go right ahead. Just unmute yourself so we can hear you. I don't know if you're still on. Maybe she's on the phone. Oh, Jess, you're muted, so there we go.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so I have someone who I know her from high school. We haven't talked in a while. She posted something last night about needing a weekend job. She needs some money. So, I was up till like 1 talking to her last night, and I sent her some videos of some parties we had, and she's still kind of hesitant, and uh I don't know if you can like share pictures on this. I don't know, but I can actually read it to you if you can't. I'm not sure how to answer a message she sent me.
Okay, just
um
read it and we can talk about it as a group.
oh, okay. So she said, I'm not sure about all this, Jess. And I wrote, what's holding you back on a scale of 1 to 10? How interested are you in joining the team? And she put the selling part, I guess. I'm not that good with selling stuff. And, I sent to her that I'm not either, um, and that it's a common concern. The best part about this business is sharing the products, sell themselves, and support from the team is amazing. And I haven't heard back from her. I don't know what else to send her.
So I think you did a really great job. That's one of the questions that I always go to. I say, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being don't ever talk to me about this business again, and 10 being I'm ready to sign up right now. What number would you be? So she didn't really give you back a number. She just told you what she was concerned with, and that's not being a good salesperson. And so I always will tell people, what's your favorite movie? And then they'll tell me, and I'll say, like, should I go watch it or should I save my money? And they'll tell me. And I will tell them, what you just did right there is exactly what I do. I use products that I love, that I get a discount on, and then I just share them with other people. It's not my job to sell it to them. It's my job to market that product. People want what we have because they want to feel good. They want to be healthy. They want to have more energy. Everybody wants what we've got. And so as long as I am being genuine, I never feel like I'm selling anything. And so typically I'll send that in a voice message because it's a lot to write out. At this point, if she hasn't responded back to you, it could be because she fell asleep. Maybe she went to church today. Maybe she's having family day. You never know. But you can reach back out to her and just say something like, hey, I didn't mean to scare you off, or like, I hope I didn't say something to offend you. Invite her to an event. Say, like, I think you might get a better idea of what we do if you come to a wrap party with me. Just going to be a couple girls dressed really casual. Leave your purse at home. Sample some of the products. I think you'll really have a good time. So getting people to events is one great way to get them off the fence.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so there was something else that I was going to share with you guys, and now, okay, this is important. We talked about this on a leadership Zoom probably a week ago, and I thought, oh my gosh, like, that is so true. And it's about the vibe that you are giving your business, right? Are you feeding negativity to your business, or are you feeding prosperity to your business? And one major way that we do this without even realizing is whether or not we run our auto ships. If we do not turn our auto shipment on because we're scared we won't make money, that's just another way of saying, I'm scared, I'm not going to put in the work. That's what that is. And that puts negativity into your business. That puts doubt into your business. And what you think about is what's going to happen. Candy shared with us something that she took away from the boot camp, and Mark was saying, where you stare, you will steer. Like in the car, if you're not paying attention to the road and you're looking off to the side, eventually you're going to start to veer off the road, right? If you are staring into doubt and negativity and fear in your business, that is where your business is going to go. If you are staring into positivity and prosperity and stepping out of your comfort zone and discipline with your business, you're going to be profitable in your business. You will have no choice but to grow as a person and grow in income. So I'm asking you today to hold yourself accountable this month to your business. Guarantee yourself an income, a profit by setting up your auto ship. Set up your auto ship to something that's practical to you. Don't waste your money on something you're not going to use or you're not going to sample out. I'm not asking, the 20-year-old on our team to set their auto ship up to Estro Rhythm. That makes no sense, right? Set your auto ship up to something that you either want to use or that you want to share. Great things to put on your auto shipment obviously are wraps. However, keep in mind, if you enroll 2 loyal customers, you're going to get a wrap reward. So maybe you don't need wraps on your auto ship because you're a good customer enroller and you're going to get those wrap rewards over and over this month. Maybe you want to put some wow on your auto ship so you can have an incentive for people to come to your parties. Maybe you put a family size greens on your auto ship so you can sample this out at your parties. Maybe you put defining gel on your auto ship so you can use it and sample it. Maybe you put the cleanser. Maybe you put the probiotics. Set your auto ship up to something that is going to be profitable for you. Okay. So I just thought that was so good. Every month we commit to our business by running our auto ship. I don't know about you, but if I'm spending $100, you better believe that I'm going to make at least $100 plus some so I can make a profit for my business, right? We're setting ourselves up for success when we guarantee ourselves an income. And it forces us to kind of face those fears. So after the Zoom is over, I'm going to just ask those of you who have your auto ship already set up, and if you don't and you do set it up, what is your auto ship this month? So in the comment section where I posted about this Zoom originally, just comment what you're ordering for yourself this month, in the month of October. So I want to just kind of encourage you that taking daily action is going to be worth it. I shared this on the Zoom that we just did a couple days ago. I don't remember when it was. But when I want to feel emotion about something, I need to do it. I can't just talk about doing it. So what I mean by that is, if I want to feel excited about my business, I need to actually be using the products and wrapping people. My excitement dwindles if I'm not wrapping people and using the products. When I am getting ready to go to work at my part-time job, I'm never excited to be there. I never feel like, oh my gosh, this is so fulfilling. I'm so glad that I'm spending 8 hours serving steak. I'm a vegetarian to people who are spending, $700 on dinner tonight. I work at a very high-end steak restaurant in downtown Disney, and it's common for people to drop $1,000 at dinner. And I'm never thinking that I'm so excited to be there, ever. But do you know what happens to me every single time I blitz or go to a wrap party or wrap someone one-on-one or share my business? I feel excited and I feel fulfilled and I feel hopeful. I never feel hopeful at a job that someone else is making tons of money off of and I'm making tips. I do not feel hopeful there. I feel hopeful when I'm working my business because I know what this business can do. I've made $20,000 a month with this business. I know it's capable. And here's the other thing. I also know that it takes work. It takes work. If I get lazy, yes, I'm still making thousands of dollars, but I'm not making $20,000. So the residual income is there, but it takes work. And when I'm working my wrap business, I feel hope because it's something I'm doing for me. I'm helping other people. I'm giving other people a chance to do something that has completely changed my life. And I've just been paying so much attention to how I feel when I do these business building activities. And I always feel positive when I'm doing them. Even if before I started doing them, I was tired or I felt nauseous or, whatever I felt that was negative. When I'm doing my business building activities, I notice myself feeling more energetic, happier, more hopeful, more fulfilled. That's something I don't feel at my regular job. And so you might not be like me. You might feel fulfilled at your regular job. Like Jamie, like you're helping people at your regular job. So that's probably fulfilling to you on some level. But I also know there's a side of you that wants to kind of have your own practice so that you can still be helping people, but make your own schedule. So it's not that you have to hate your job, but having something of our own that allows us full-time income, making our own schedule, choices, having choices in life, I feel like it relieves stress. Kiko and I were just talking the other day, man, money isn't everything, but it sure does make it easy whenever you have to make a decision. Like, I couldn't imagine if we didn't have our It Works income. We would be, I don't even know. I can't imagine what it would be like. So when you're working your business, I want you to remember that. Notice how you feel while you're doing your income building opportunity checklist. Do you feel hopeful? Do you feel happy? Do you feel like you're helping people? Or if you don't feel those things, maybe we need to tweak how you're using the products yourself. Because I could see maybe you might feel like a salesperson if you've never used any of the products. Then I can see why you would feel like a salesperson. Like if you're like, I've never used any of these things before, and you're not even like planning to use them, you might feel like a salesperson. That's different than if you're like, oh my gosh, I signed up, my kit hasn't arrived yet, so I haven't tried the greens, but I'm so excited, I'm ordering them this month, and I've heard that they taste like XYZ. You see the difference? Like you're planning on using your products and you're excited. So that's kind of how I'm setting up my month. I know that my paycheck is going to go up this month because I'm recognizing people, I'm interacting with my team, I'm getting in person with people on a regular basis. I'm asking people, I'm not just posting, I'm asking 10 people a day minimum in both categories, customer and distributor. I'm doing my personal development. I'm looking at my charts. So I would encourage you guys to do the same. Come up with a list. It doesn't have to be 25 things long. I have 9 things on my list that I'm going to do every day for my business. And I've already seen an income growth because last month technically I wrapped one person because I wrapped her on the last day of the month. But my focus wasn't wrapping people. My focus was like in La La Land, still with my business, but I wasn't intentional about it. Since going to the Nashville boot camp, I'm like, I'm on fire. I feel like, okay, this is going to work. I'm not going to go back to this stupid restaurant after I have my baby. Like I'm staying home. I'm making my It Works business a priority. I know it's going to be beneficial. And I'm just really excited. And I wish that what I have inside of me, I could just transfer to all of you. So I hope that you will make it a point to get in person with people, to get to events, to ask the questions, to do the personal development, because you deserve to feel that way too. You deserve to feel hopeful and you deserve to feel happy. And I really believe that that's what Mark and Cindy want for us in this business. So I want to give you guys a moment right now to ask questions. It doesn't have to be about anything that we've talked about. If you just have a question for me or a question about the business in general, if you don't know how to find events, anything, I want to give you guys a moment to ask questions and interact just while we're all together on the Zoom.
I have a question.
Okay.
So, okay, for me, like, I'm feeling good and I'm praying more about my business and know like I have the right resources and tools to use to like get to the goals that I have written down. But it's, I guess my thing is finding actually the things to actually make it work. Do you have any suggestions on things to actually do to put those things into motion?
Well, what things are you trying to put into motion?
Okay. Like this month, I would love to go Ruby. I've started blitzing more. I've started being loud about my business and opening the opportunity to people and stop judging, because that was a big thing for me before. Like I'd be like, oh no, she doesn't need this. Oh yeah, she could probably use it. So stop judging. And like I have the resources and tools to like from you guys and the support, and I know that this business is faithful if I'm committed to it. But it's just like not, I don't know, like what else can I do, I guess, per se, to step out, you know, on a leap of faith and hope that the business will actually give me what I'm looking for in return, I guess.
So I think this is a good question, and it all comes down to just deciding. If we're wishy-washy,
Gotcha.
are going to be wishy-washy. But if you're like, you know what, I am going Ruby this month, no, you're going to start attracting that to yourself. And what I would suggest is that you get specific with what your daily actions are going to be. So like you said, you've been blitzing more. That's awesome. How many like a specific number, how many people are you going to blitz every day? How many wrap parties are you going to have every week? How many people are you going to ask every day? Something that I've started doing as well to kind of get myself out there more is I've been looking for free things to do in my area, and then just inviting my girlfriends, because that's fun, number one. Like I like to hang out with my friends. But number two, it gives me an opportunity to build that relationship further with them. And it also allows me the chance to say something like, hey, Sarah, on Friday night, I'm so excited to go to the wine room with you. What are the chances I can get a wrap on you that night? Simple question. She could say, like, the chances are slim to none, and then we can just laugh about it. But I'm still going to wrap just in case she changes her mind after a couple of glasses of wine. But so try to think about things that you enjoy doing, and then just invite your friends to come along with you. It doesn't have to be rap related, but it gives you to build that relationship while you're having fun. And it also opens the door for you to casually ask them, like, what are the chances that I could get a wrap on you while we're hanging out on Friday?
Okay.
Does that make sense? Does that like answer your question? Like getting specific with what you're going to do?
Yeah, definitely getting specific. And I guess just the key is just getting out there. Like, because obviously nobody's going to come to me. I mean, got to get out there and always have that open sign available, not just on Facebook.
Yeah, I totally agree. And that was something I definitely struggled with in the beginning, because I didn't want to look at people. I didn't want to smile. I didn't want anybody to approach me at all. So learning how to do that was definitely something that has changed the game for me. So you're on the right track. You really are. And I'd love for you to just keep in touch with me and just be like, okay, my goal was to blitz 6 people today, and I blitzed whatever 4. Or maybe you can say my goal is to blitz 6 and I blitzed 10. I'm so excited. But whatever your specific number is, I would love to celebrate with you whenever you do those. And just know that that consistent action is what's going to take your business to the next level.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Miss Cassie.
So one thing, like you guys are talking about, that you struggled talking to people in person, but we're fine on Facebook. I feel like I'm completely opposite. And that makes no sense to me, because I've worked at Publix for 9 years now, so I could give less about talking to someone. I meet every different type of person, every different attitude, every single day. So talking to people is absolutely nothing for me. It's Facebook that I'm like, all these people are like, shut up and keep scrolling, So I feel like I'm just like badgering the people on my social media. Even though it's only been like 3 days, I've only done like 2 or 3 posts, but it's still like,
Like, I feel like I can almost feel people like getting less and less, you know, like, okay, I'm done with this. So I don't know really how to counteract that.
So first off, play on your strengths. If in person is your strength, do not feel like you all of a sudden have to make Facebook where you like do most of your interacting. Second of all, don't turn your Facebook into only it works. Like whatever you were posting before, keep it that way and do maybe 1 or 2 posts a day about your business. And if you go to my Facebook page, you'll see before and afters, but a lot of times when I'm talking about the business, it'll be like a family photo. And then in my caption, I'll say something like, I'm so excited for my business because it allowed me to go to Disney today with my whole family. And we got to buy all the items we wanted, like something little. Or when you sell wraps individually, you make that $25. Take a picture with your $25. Like, I just filled up my gas tank for the week by selling one wrap. I love my business. Something simple like that. Not necessarily asking people to buy something from you, not saying like, contact me today if you're interested in It Works. None of that. Just kind of broadcasting what you're doing and what It Works is doing for you. And then just making sure to, again, keep posts what they were before. Post pictures of whatever it is that you like doing, your family, things that are fun. And the people who should be on your Facebook will be.
Okay. And then another thing that I was like thinking about before you guys said that, whoever's just to her it was, but was saying like they are trying to get out of their head to not like judge like she wouldn't buy it, oh she would. I told Candy like the day after I like signed up to distribute, I was like literally eating my words because I have people flocking back to my messages like, oh, does it really work? Like, let me see your picture. Like, wait a minute. Okay, where are they? When is your thing? Like, and I was like, oh, all right, cool. I didn't know that, but okay. And like, I have an older lady at work who I was like, oh, well, she's not going to buy it, you know, but I was talking to someone else and she was like, what you guys talking about? And she like her stuff. She was like over 50, but she does not care. She goes out, she goes to karaoke night, like she does not care. So I was like, well, I kind of didn't think about that. So I told her and she was like, oh, wow. And I was like, yeah, we do like vitamins and like all this stuff. And I'm trying to tell her all this stuff. And I have no material at all right now. I have absolutely nothing. I went on my, the Office app to try to show her some stuff. And she was like, yeah, that's all cool. But what about the wraps? Like, I want the wraps. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah. I was like, well, I'm having a party on Friday if you want to come. And you can try one there, or you can just like sign up and order and get your own, like completely up to you. But it's just a kind of flood of information and kind of stuff like that, and samples and stuff. And she was like, yeah, okay, well, just text me and send me your address. Like, I'll be there. And I was like, oh man, like I didn't even expect it because it was one of those people that I was just like, oh, she's not gonna do it, and immediately kind of crossed her off. And then so I went back through, kind of made like a mini hundreds list of like who I should invite to this first one. And I went back through my list and was like re-adding people that I had crossed off because I was like, oh, well, let me go ahead and like text her. Hang on, let me go ahead and text them. Because I had crossed off a bunch of people thinking like it was kind of a waste of my time to ask them. So definitely don't make their mind up for them.
Yeah, sure. And you never know like what people are hiding under their clothes. Like, you might see someone who's in super good shape, there to be great, but they might have that they hate on their skin. So you never know. It's a good lesson to learn early on instead of like months and months in. Does anybody else have any questions or anything that they want to share or anything that you're excited about for the month? You guys are so quiet.
I'm excited to see some people go Ruby because I know just on my team, like I have a few that are like one distributor away from volume Ruby. So I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, push and promote.
Yeah, that is going to be so exciting. And to see like our team unboxing their Ruby boxes, and I'm super excited. I think everybody is kind of just getting into that habit of like, okay, this is going to take work, but choosing our hard is it hard for me to blitz, or is it hard for me to wake up and go to a job that I hate every day? Like, picking what's truly hard.
When I came in and they had the $1,000 Ruby bonus, I thought that was pretty awesome. But I really think right now it's like the best promotions that have all been grouped together since I've been a distributor.
Yeah, there's so much going on right now between the point system thing. I mean, that $100 every time you get 5 points, that's awesome. Plus your fast start bonuses, plus your commissions, plus your Jeep entry. Like,
that's the $500 shopping spree.
Yeah. That's crazy. Shaniqua, I know your hubby is home. I don't know if you can talk right now, but I'm really excited for you guys, and your family picture that you posted was so cute, and I was like, oh, look at them. Look at him with his It Works shirt on. All right, guys, so if nobody else has anything that they want to share or say, then we will go ahead and stop recording. It takes a little bit of time for the recording to upload and whatnot, so hopefully by the end of tonight, I'll be able to post this recording, and those people who were not able to be on live with us can watch the recording. So you guys have a great night. I think it's awesome that you made it a point to be here and participate and invest in your business. And I hope that you put these things into practice. There's only so much coaching that we can do for each other. It comes down to whether or not you're willing to take action. And so I know I'm taking action. I know Jamie, I know Candy, Rika, Ehu, Gabby, Shaniqua, we're all going to take action this month, and we're going to celebrate each other's successes and each other's wins. And I'm so excited for that. So you guys have an awesome Sunday. You're going to start your Monday out super successful. I'm going to make it my goal, like I said, to get 3 points before I go to bed tonight. So we'll see how that goes. And you guys are awesome. Have a good night. Bye.